That is comes with the software itself. If you go to the hardware, how many of you went to the hardware and what are the parts are available? Hardware parts, it will show the computer hardware that will be available in computer property. So yeah, the drive also one of the device driver only. So that is the, nothing but interfacing the memory location. It's a hard disk. So that is also a part. And any other suggestion? Any other? I want some other answers.
Linking the outside device,
Linking the
outside device like
outside devices like yeah,
external memory.
external memory. So what is the use of device driver? Sometimes I think some people may install the, I mean, update the device driver. What is the use of it?
So communication between two device, outside device and computer.
So communication between the outside device and computers. A computer is nothing but here they are meant by software.
Okay.
Sorry for the delay. So in order to so make a communication between the hardware and to your computer, the software. So why? Because suppose I am installing, for example, I want to plug in the camera. Nowadays, the softwares are available so that you can able to see the camera. Some softwares, additional softwares which are available outside, some extra features are there like controlling the brightness, the darkness, even the zoom can be done. So these are the nothing but the interfacing what I am doing with your the computer. So using the software along with your the hardware. So interfacing the software. So higher application. Do you know that 7 layers, right? OSI layer. So top layer is application layer. So here the application representing the software, so which will be used to communicate with your hardware. So that is what you are going to study here. Need for the device driver. So just so they given a definition that the software that directly interfaces with and control this hardware is called a device driver. So in order to control the hardware, controlling the sense, suppose you are installing the USB. So USB also having the device driver. So if you look at the property, go to the property and hardware, it will show what are the hardwares which is connected in your computer. So for example, the processor, it's a hardware. Uh, the hard disk is the hardware, the memory, the RAM is an hardware, and the peripheral devices like you are connecting the what is it, RJ45, 45 or 47, the internet, I think RJ45, I think so. So you're connecting that LAN cable, right? So that is also one of the hardware. So and as well as some ports, USB ports and HDMI ports, and what are the things, what are the hardwares you are connected. So those will be visible there. Okay, and in order to make, for example, hard disk is available. So what are the features you are doing in hard disk? You are just copying, you are pasting, you are formatting, and you are creating the folders. So these are the things which we are providing in software. Okay, so there will be a communication between your the software as well as your the hardware part, which is your connector. So that is the nothing but the device driver. And sometimes the application will ask for the update so that they will add a unique feature, new feature they will add. For an example, I told so camera and all in previously, if for example, how many of you use the old camera, old mobiles in the sense the previous version, you can able to watch, I mean, capture the images as well as you can able to capture the video, and you can able to zoom in, and you can able to change the contrast settings. Is it right? But nowadays, what are the features that are available in your camera? What are the features you can able to do
Slow
using the
motion,
mobile? So slow motion is there,
slow
fast time lapse, and
image
fast. You can able to capture the video very fast, and
recognition. Image stabilization.
Yeah, image stabilization. For example, if you are taking any video while you are walking, so the shake will, you can able to see the shake. So stabilization technique used to reduce the shake. It will crop it. It will make the video stable. And any other
Ye-
features which is added right now?
AI, sir.
So artificial intelligence. So based upon the light, it will change your brightness settings, everything, and it will, and as well as some features are available in order to enhance your face and recognize your face. So for example, face unlock. So there also camera they are using not to unlock the mobile phones using the face. So it is capturing the features, detailed features which is available on your face. Why? Because everyone cannot able to unlock the phone. So only the particular authorized person can able to unlock the phone. But how many of you identify that it will be applicable for some people? Why? Because I'm using mobile in using face lock, face unlock. My brother can able to unlock my device because of face resembles. So but nowadays again they are modifying, so modifying not to capture the exact details. So for that reason only the update is required. Okay, and if you look at this, the second statement, the device drivers are the software libraries that initialize the hardware and manage access to the hardware by higher layer of software. So what it are representing in the sense, if you want to write a code, I mean if you want to um, develop a code for, I mean software for your device driver, we need to know what how the hardware will function, what are the registers are available, what is the memory location, and what are the inputs and outputs are available, so that we can able to do. For example, if you are using a hardware means I can able to read, I can able to write, I can able to create a folder, and I am reading the multimedia also, reading and writing the multimedia also. So that is the options we need to give for a drive. If you go for network ports, so what are the features you will add? I will receive the data, I will transfer the data, as well as I will monitor the speed of the data, and if any traffic is occur, it want to intimate. So those are the things I want to add it in those things. So we require each and every driver with different softwares using different features. Okay, so the features will be taken from the library. So library representing, suppose I am writing the sense, I will write in your program write, but computers don't know. So the coding, decoding will be available in the library. It will access from that. Like in a C program, you are giving include stdio.h, so standard input and output. So it will know that input means what it representing. It is taking something data. Output means it representing. It has to display. So that will be available in the library only. Okay. So these are the things, and yeah, so like I said, different hardwares require different device driver, so that the requirement will be need to be met, representing that. I said if hard disk means I want write and read, if it is a port means I want to transfer and receive, as well as I want the flow control, what is the data rate, what is the speed of internet connectivity, that will be added here. Okay, and similarly if it is a USB port means, so I want to first read the device, what is the device name, whether it is belongs to what is the memory size, so everything, and as well as the read and write operation. So these are the things. And next is, even some same device may have a different device driver software. So even the same type of hardware, I'm just studying that, even the same type of hardware such as the flash memory, so that are created by different manufacturer. So memory in the sense, it will be created by different one, and and it can requires sustained substantially different devices, driver software libraries to support within the embedded device. Okay, I will tell you an example. Laptop is there, your device is same. Okay, so Lenovo laptop is there, device is same. In a Lenovo laptop, I can able to install the Microsoft OS. Otherwise, I can able to install the DOS OS. Otherwise, I can able to install the Linux. So these are the things. Device is same, and the software will be vary. And similarly, one software will applicable for different devices also. So these are the two unique things. So even for the Lenovo or Sony and HP, what are the different devices are available, I can able to install the Microsoft OS to all the devices. So thing is two things. One is hardware will be same. I can able to install the different software. Different software will give different features. So some features will be available in your Microsoft and some features will be available in Linux, which is not available in the Microsoft. So what is the difference between your Mac and Microsoft? Can you able to tell what is the difference between the Mac and MS Microsoft? I mean the Windows. So what is the difference? What is the difference, ma? Both are operating system, but we having some difference between them. What is that? Guys, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the difference between the Mac OS and Windows?
Thank you, sir.
So Windows, Mac is they are using the reduced instruction set, and the OS itself having very less size. If you go for Microsoft, it will be around the OS itself. Oh my God! Can you able to see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the device, I mean, the Windows will take a lot of memory. Why? Because the programming is likewise, and as well as it is open to all. The my Windows is open to all, and Mac is not. So only thing is it will be available in your the Apple, I mean Mac laptop only. You can't able to install that one to your like Lenovo or Sony, the normal computer. So that is the difference here. Okay, and so and similarly, Lenovo laptop will be there, and HP laptop will be there. For example, I'm telling both are having the same hardware, but some features will be different. So how in the sense, for example, one laptop may have the numbers which is available in your horizontally above the alphabetic, as well as it will be available on right hand side also. You can able to see some laptops having the numbers in two different places, but in some laptops they will provide only for the top layer only, they won't provide in right hand side. And some laptops may have the device like fingerprint sensors. Likewise, each and every device having some unique features. So for that, the OS also will provide, the operating system also will provide those kind of features. It will apt for that. Okay. And in order to do, I mean configure with that, for example, the fingerprint sensors and all, we require the device driver, then only it will function properly. So this is just a diagram, so how they are mentioning. So there will be a different hardware will be there. For each and every hardware there will be a one device driver will be there. So if you look at this, so here you know about this layer, right? So application layer is the topmost one, and in that application layer we having the system software. That is, the system software is nothing but the device layer. Okay. So and you studied about the OSI layer, right? Before starting of this chapter, the second chapter. So OSI layer is used for communication purpose. Wherever you're using the communication between the two devices, surely there will be a, the 7 layers will be there. So the information which you are passing, that will cross this 7 layers. After that only it will go out for communication. Okay, here the topmost layer they are mentioning higher order layers, that is nothing but your application software layer. So in that application system software layers are available. So that system software layer is nothing but the device driver, and that will be, this device driver is used for communication between your application software to your the hardware. So not to make the communication between the application as well as hardware, the device driver layer is there. Okay, and if you go for some other OSs, for example the Lenovo laptops, I can able to tell, otherwise the biometric also having some programming operating system will be there inside. and some devices having different operating system. So there also we require the device driver. Okay, so here they are mentioning for a different embedded system we require the device driver in order to make the communication between your the application layer and the hardware layer. And the types, so there are two types. One is architecture specific and another is generic one. Okay, so let's see the architecture specific. And so here they are talking about core, the processor which is connected internally. Okay, so those are nothing but the architecture specific. For an example, I'm using a 8086 microprocessor. It's a 16-bit processor. So 16-bit processor means I required the memory device to store maximum of 16-bit for and minimum of 8-bit. Okay. So if the processor is connected to the memory, so I want to interface between this processor as well as the memory with 8-bit buses or 16-bit buses maximum. So those are nothing but the architecture specific. Suppose the processor is only 4-bit, means the bus also available will be 4 bits not to communicate with your the memory, internal memory, on chip memory, which is available inside the processor. It is not about the outside the processor. Okay, so based upon the architecture of your processor, the device driver will be changed. Okay, so I'll just go through that definitions. So architecture specific manage the hardware that is integrated into the master processor. So integrated is representing that inside the processor. So single chip you are looking, right, inside the chip you can able to find some architecture. So that will be communicate between the on chip memory. On chip memory means the memory which is already involved inside the IC. Okay, so that is the embedded system. For an example, microcontroller I tell here. In a CPU, that there you are using the processor, but the memories are available outside. Okay, those are nothing but generic one, but here it is architecture specific. Okay, so example they given on chip memory which is available inside the processors, and then integrated memory management unit. So you know what is the MMU unit, in order to convert the virtual address into physical address. So that will be available inside. You know what is the converting a virtual address into physical address? I think you studied in microprocessor, like adding to a different addresses. One is a offset address and another is a segment address together in order to find the physical address. So that calculation will be done inside the processor itself, and as well as the floating point hardware. Suppose the processor is able to do the arithmetic and logic unit for floating point unit. Floating point means the numbers which is having decimal. Okay, so for that we require separate registers. So the processor which is available inside that will be communicate to your that register. So those are nothing but the architecture specific. And second type is application specific. Sorry, second type is a generic one. It's a generalized one, which is commonly connected to all the embedded system. So it is not architecture specific. So here let me go through that definitions. The hardware that is located on board and not integrated on the master processor. So here I will tell the example, the motherboard which is available in CPU. So if you see that motherboard, it will be available like this. So here processor will be there, and RAM will be insert like this, and the hard disk will be connected externally using the some buses. And here in backside you can able to see the network port, the USB port. So everything is available inside the motherboard. This is a processor. Okay, so inside the board it will be connected using some connections, and in order to these are also nothing but the hardware device which you are going to connect. So we require the device driver in order to communicate with your processor to your the hardware. Okay, so those are nothing but the generic one. All the computers may have these common ports. The internet ports will be there, and here they given some examples. The buses, including the buses which is having the I2C and PCI, PCM. These are nothing but the communication buses. Okay, so parallel communication interface, PCI is nothing but the parallel communication interface. So likewise, we having a lot of buses and as well as the off-chip memory. So off-chip memory means the memory which is you are connecting externally. So the controllers, the level 2 catch me and flash and etc. representing the hard disk and and pen drives. Those are nothing but the external off-chip memory and off-chip input and outputs. So input and output means the Ethernet, RS-232, and display and mouse. So these are also one of the hardware which you are connecting, and within OS itself you may found the device driver. Mouse having the device driver. Suppose if you go to the device driver, you having a lot of option. Only thing is usually the mouse pointer will be like arrow mark. You can able to change that one. So those are nothing but that you can able to do those changes using the device driver only, and you can able to control the speed of your mouse. So whether how much movement you are giving, the speed of the movement can be controlled, as well as you can able to change whether in a single click I want to open a file or in a double click I want to open a file. But default setting is double click means it will open the file, single click means it will select the file. If you go to the device driver software, you can able to change the option whether in a single click I can able to open the file or double click I can able to select the file. Likewise, you can change it. Okay, so these are generic, and example is CPU. And here architecture specific means, so this is your the processor. In your processor itself you may have a ROM which you studied um, in your first unit, right? So first unit you studied one topic. Um, uh, what is that? Uh, Structural unit. You study the structural unit, right? So structural unit representing what are the components available inside your processor. So in that you can able to see some registers, all the registers which is available inside your the processor. For an example, you take architecture of your 8085. So 8085 or 8086 architecture, we may have some ALU will be there, and address bus will be there, data bus will be there, and the registers AX, BX, CX, DX, those registers will be there. So those are interconnected. These are architecture specific. Suppose if I'm using 8085, the ALU unit will be maximum of 8-bit, and the input output also 8-bit only. So those are application specific. If you go for 8086, these are 16-bit. So the ALU will be 16-bit one. Okay, so these are architecture specific. But if you go for generic one, these are common for all. There won't be any difference. Internet means it will be common for all the laptops. If USB drive means it will be common for all the laptops. Mouse which you are connecting, the keyboard which you are connecting, the display which you are connecting, everything will be common in all the laptops. Okay, so these are generic device driver. And if you look at this, so these are the functions of your device driver. So let's see what are the function. First one is hardware startup. So hardware startup in the sense, in order to switch on that device, you can able to switch on using the software itself. Can you tell any one of the example which you can able to switch on or switch off? Can you tell an example? For an example, I will tell a printer. Some printers are there. We can able to remotely switch on and switch off. So those are those control will be given using your hardware startup and hardware shutdown. So hardware startup is used for power on or switch on, and hardware shutdown is used for power off. Okay, and as well as the third one is third function is hardware disable, and hardware disable is used to disable the hardware, okay, while running the OS. So they used to represent on the fly. So disable in the sense, if you go for the network adapter, how many of uh, disable the network adapter? You can go to the property of internet and sharing and go to that adapter setting. So in that adapter setting, you can able to disable it. Suppose sometimes it is not working, means I will disable and then I will enable, so that it will reset all these things. And after that, if you enable again, the sense you can able to make the device function properly. Like sometimes the OS is hanging, means it is not working properly, means you will restart by using the power shutdown. Okay, so these are disable and enable functions. Next is hardware acquire. So hardware acquire is used for a locking purpose. So locking in the sense, I will give a gain, I will give the access to the particular hardware only. Suppose multiple drivers are connected, multiple devices are connecting, I can able to give the access to the only one hardware in order to do the functioning. So in the sense, one computer will be connected to, one printer will be connected to multiple computers. So which computer has to connect? Okay. So I will lock, if I given a print to one computer, it will do the process for that computer at a time. It won't, if any other computer is giving the access, means it won't give permission. So thing is, it is locking and getting the access to the only one particular hardware. And hardware release is used for unlocking purpose. So previously it was logged to only one computer. The printer is logged to only one computer, even though that computer is connected to multiple even though the printer is connected to multiple computer. So it will give the access to the only one computer. So once I did the hardware release, it will be disconnected. Now the printer is available for all the computer, and next it will wait for that one. So if any one of the computers giving the sending the data to take a printout, means that that printer will be logged to that particular computer, remaining adult cannot able to access. Okay, so hardware release is to unlock it. The next function is hardware read. So you know what is the purpose of hardware read and write. So if you are using any input and output devices, the reading and writing function will be there. Hard disk is reading and writing, and mouse is used to read. And so these are the devices, so which we can able to give the functionality of reading and writing option, as well as the hardware install and uninstall. So you know what is the install and uninstall, not to um, if I want to add any new hardware, in the sense I will install the driver, as well as if I want to uninstall, means I will uninstall using that control panel. And hardware mapping. So hardware mapping is used in hard disk for address mapping, and in order to storage the device, and whether I want to I'm reading or writing or deleting the data. So these can be done using the address mapping. And address unmapping is used for removing the data which is available, which is stored in your hard disk. Okay, so first mapping is used for the reading, writing, deleting the data, and unmapping is to remove. So what are the things you did that will be removed? Okay, so these are the functions which we are using in device driver. And the last 2 points are there. So so everything they are representing using the software code. So I will just go through the first definition. So each of these driver functions typically as code that interface directly to the hardware, and code that interface to a higher level of software. And similarly, depends on the master processor, different types of software can execute in different modes. So most common being supervisory and user mode. So first one representing, we are writing the code. So we are writing the code in order to do the access between your application layer. So application layer representing the software. So you can able to see some tabs is there. If you press the tab, it will do some function, and you can able to see some scrolling option. For an example, screen controlling. So screen control. having the brightness, having the contrast, having the resolution. And how you are accessing, you are just pointing out that slider. If you move to right hand side, the brightness will be increased. If you move to left hand side, the brightness will be reduced. So for this and all, I'm writing the code. So code is used for the software, as well as if you are moving that slider, the brightness of your display is changing. So brightness of your display is representing the hardware light. Okay, so I'm writing the code in order to do the interface with your application layer as well as your hardware layer. So that is the first point is representing. And second point representing it depends upon the processor having the two modes. So one is a supervisory mode and another is a user mode. So what is a supervisory mode and user mode? Means supervisory mode having a lot of features, and the user mode is nothing but it is sharing, guys.
No, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Not sharing, sir.
okay, so supervisory mode means having a lot of features, and the user mode is having very less features, which is given to the user. Okay, so these are the two features which is available in your the device driver. After that, your second is over. So device driver, need for device driver is a simple one, a small topic only. Any other queries, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. The first unit material I posted in the blog. Just check it. You can able to see. And the second unit and as well as the assignment, I will try to post within this week. And today is the last class for this week, right? For you, after no classes for you. I mean this week. I am talking about this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all of you get the download the notes which is available in my blog. I think you know the blog, my blog ID. You know it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, sir.